some of the comments that you've heard from Governor Bevin have impact or have helped? Do you think that those comments have helped or hurt the relationships between state government and the local school board? And I'll start with Ms. Nicole.
I think that Governor Bevin has a specific agenda. I think it's been pretty clear from day one that he would like nothing more than to disenfranchise Louisville. I think that also includes JCPS as a whole. So I think his comments have negatively affected the students, the parents, the teachers in our community. And that's really all I have to say about that.
Mr. Eddings.
Can you repeat the question?
Has the governor's comment, Governor Bevin's comments helped or hurt the relationship between the state and the local school board?
I think that the governor is one person, a very important person, but he's only one voice. I think that I've heard many of the comments that our governor has made, and they run the gambit from very controversial to very enduring and motivating for the hard work that the board currently endeavors to do and all the teachers in the district. So I think that if we want to go with the headlines, yes, some of the things he said are divisive, but I think that I don't follow headlines. You know, if you follow the media's direction, they're going to take you towards the most controversial issues going on. So I know the governor to be a person who cares about children, the welfare of children in the classroom and in their home environments. So yeah, if we follow what WDRB is leading with, yeah. But if you dig deeper and you try to explore what these policies are trying to do, not at all. I think that the changes and the accountability that have come to the Board of Education here are nothing but positive.
Mr. Schultz.
I think the evidence is clear that Governor Bevin's rhetoric and policies have been hurtful, they are destructive, and they are divisive. I hope from an educational standpoint that our students are seeing it as a teachable moment, as a civics lesson, almost a civics lesson in the reality TV show form, as it relates to what it means to be a productive leader in our community, in our society. And I hope that our students will be able to juxtapose positive leadership in our state as opposed to what they are seeing currently through the very destructive rhetoric and policies that Mr. Bevin continues to promote.
All right, and this next question goes to Mr. Eddings first. Are you for or against charter schools and why?
I am, sorry. As I said last night, I was featured in a charter school commercial that was used to lobby the community to understand what charter schools are, so I'm for them. What I do appreciate and I'm fascinated by was the debate that occurred after or during the formulation of Kentucky's charter school laws. And I think that hard-fought battle has given our state some of the best charter school laws in the country. There are some really cautionary tales across this nation about how charter schools can be used to create tremendous profit for some and poor academic standards and achievement for others. But I don't think that that's the environment that we've created here in Kentucky. What I believe we have a chance to do is to create some innovative school buildings where education is catered to the needs of the students who enter those doors. And innovation is what we sorely need and lack here in Jefferson County Public Schools. A very large district has trouble changing direction. And sometimes in order to achieve certain objectives, it's important that you have freedom at the edges to innovate. And we heard earlier in the conversation that Dr. Polio sees some of the independence in our school buildings as a challenge, and he wants to kind of pull it in and make sure that there's more central control. And there's not a strong indication that necessarily will improve student achievement. It may be great for management metrics, but I really believe that the control needs to be at the school level.
Mr. Schultz.
I am gravely concerned about creating highly invested in schools that serve 500 students and turning a blind eye to what's happening in the schools of the 50,000. Charter schools, they do, in some cases, provide innovative learning environments. The challenge is that they don't provide those innovative learning environments in a pervasive way across the city so that every child has access to those innovative learning environments. I'm of the mindset